Hi, let's learn about anti-mold additives that are added to your flour when you import a flour from across an ocean. Like Korea imports flour from Canada, US, the US, maybe China too, or maybe from Ukraine too. And I heard that a lot of additives, especially anti-mold additives, are added to those flour sacks, and that's unhealthy for our body, right? It can damage our stomach, and especially I don't like flour-based food, but I cannot totally avoid it because every ramen, noodles, bread, and some other cookies are all made from flour that is imported from across the ocean. This article was generated by AI based on several or nine websites. If, so let's learn English by reading this article and be more knowledgeable about anti-mold additives. Effective anti-mold additives for flour transported across oceans typically involve organic acids and their salts, often applied to control microbial growth caused by condensation, container rain, and humidity fluctuations, where condensation, container rain, and humidity fluctuations. So, organic acids. Key anti-mold additives and solutions. Propionic acid-based blends. For example, a shield, liquid mold inhibitors that can be dispersed throughout flour to prevent spoilage. Calcium propionate and sorbic acid, widely used preservatives E200 that inhibit mold and bacteria growth. Calcium propionate and sorbic acid. So I see a lot of labels that describe their contents with sorbic acid, natural organic anti-mold additives produced via fermentation of grain flours. These organic acids, propionates, lactates, acetates, provide natural antimicrobial protection at doses of 0.3 to 0.5%. Fermented wheat and corn flour, a natural inhibitor that enhances shelf life while acting as a fungistat. Fungistat. What is a fungistat? Right? Fungistat. Key transportation considerations. Sea freight. Moisture management. The most critical step is reducing moisture. High quality container descants, calcium chloride, or morilonite should be positioned at corners on top of cargo and near doors. Flour liners. Using specialized liners, for example Caretex, for shipping containers helps isolate the cargo from humidity changes. Flour liners, so there are special ships for transporting flour. Preventive action. Reactive treatment is ineffective. Preventive measures like using container liners and proper sealing are essential for long journeys. Reactive treatment is ineffective. Preventive measures like using container liners and proper sealing are essential for long journeys. Preventive action. Flour liners, moisture management. fermented wheat and corn flour, natural organic anti-mold additives, calcium propionate and sorbic acid, propionic acid-based blends, for example, Shield. Well, let's look up the word. Which word I was trying to look up? Sorbic acid? No. Antimicrobial protection? No. Fungistat. So fermented wheat and corn flour, a natural inhibitor that enhances shelf life while acting as a fungistat. Enhances shelf life, right? Enhances shelf life. Fungistat. So we go back to the dictionary. Perennial. Fungi means mushroom, right? Fungistat. Toconazole is an antifungal drug used to treat vaginal yeast infection. It comes as a lotion or a suppository and disrupts the biosynthesis of fats in a yeast cell. It has a relatively broad spectrum compared to azole compounds, but not triazole compounds. Fungistat. So it's a drug, right? Fungistat.
Fungistat.
A
Fungistat.
Fungistat or fungistat.
Fungistat.
A fungistatic substance or preparation. A fungistat, a substance that inhibits the growth of fungi. Fungistat or fungistat. Fungistat, right?
Fungistat. Fungistat.
Fungistat. Let's remember that. Thanks for listening. Have a great fungistat day. Bye-bye.